Hello, friends. Today, our topic of discussion is on loan moratorium announced by RBI 2 months before as well as last month. There is a lot of confusion among the borrowers whether to take the moratorium or not. This confusion is not created by RBI, it is the confusion which we ourselves have created, and above that, media reports, bank calculation sent by banks. Now, the borrowers are confused whether to take the moratorium or not. To make the thing simple, I have bifurcated the borrowers into three. We can actually bifurcate the borrowers into three. The first category are the borrowers who have cash flow, who have money to pay EMI. For them, it is simple, don't take any moratorium, pay the EMI, continue paying the EMI, there is no confusion. The second category of borrowers are the borrowers who have cash flow issues, they don't have money to pay EMIs. For them, there is no option, they have to opt for moratorium. So, these two categories of borrowers, there is no confusion at all. The confusion is in the third category, and 80 to 90% of the borrowers will fall in that category where they have cash. But the cash, they have to choose whether to pay EMI or to meet the expenses. Since there is a cash flow issue for everybody, so choosing between an EMI and the expense is a very important decision which a borrower has to take. And most of them are getting confused because of the interest and so many information which they are getting from media and from banks. So we thought we'll clarify a bit. We hope we can clarify, and you'll be clear after this session. To start with, as everybody is aware, in the month of March 27, 2020, RBI came with a circular where they gave the moratorium for all the borrowers from 1st March 2020 to 31st May 2020. The first confusion came from here. Since it was announced on 27th March 2020, everybody thought it is from April to June. But actually, this circular applies from any EMI falling between 1st March 2020 to 31st May 2020. Such EMIs are eligible for a moratorium. Then subsequently they came up with a circular, one more circular dated May 23rd, 2020, where they extended this moratorium for further 3 months from 1st June 2020 to 31st August 2020. So as on today's date, the moratorium stands extended till 31st August 2020. So any loan which is due from 1st March 2020 to 31st August 2020 can avail this option of moratorium. Now, what kind of loans are applicable for this moratorium? All the loans, whether it is term loan, agriculture loan, loan from any bank, NBFCs, housing finance, all kinds of loans from all kinds of institutions are eligible for this facility. Whether working capital is also applicable? Yes, working capital also comes under this scheme. So any working capital interest accrued from March 2020 to August 2020, it will get accumulated into a simple term loan, and this term loan before 31st March 2020 can be cleared in installments. Now, to understand this, let us take a small example. This is a hypothetical, approximate example. Suppose there is a loan of 10 lakh rupees, interest rate is 10%. There is a EMI of 10,000 rupees which you pay. Loan tenure originally was 20 years, you paid 5 years. There is a balance tenure of 15 years. There is a moratorium period of 6 months which you don't pay now. Suppose you don't pay the EMI from March till August. So 6 months, 60,000, 10,000 rupees each you don't pay. So 60,000 you don't pay. Now you don't pay till the end. So what happens is 60,000 amount becomes 2,11,592 because of accumulation of interest. There is a compounding interest on 60,000, 10%. It keeps on accumulating every year. So in 15 years, this amount becomes 2,11,592. So there is a additional tenure of 22 years In that 6 months, whatever you have not paid, if you add that, so 16 months additional you have to pay just because this 6 months you have not paid the EMI. So the borrowers are getting confused. Just for the 6 months, my loan tenure is getting extended to 16 months. So what do you do? As per the advice, you decide, I will not take this moratorium. I think many people have not taken it just because of the fear by seeing this calculation. 6 months of moratorium will bleed you additional 16 months. It is hit your head. So you take a wise decision and decide not to avail the moratorium. My advice is, why don't you think differently? This money can be utilized to pay emergency expenses. So suppose the 60,000 rupees, if you don't pay EMI, it can be used to pay emergency expenses. It may be the domestic salary, it may be the household expenses because of the loss of revenue during this month, during this period. But then what happens to these calculations? Our simple suggestion is, why wait for 15 years to repay the loan? When we say we don't pay the loan for 6 months, doesn't mean you don't pay the loan permanently. That is, you don't pay it for 15 years and wait for that loan to get end. No. Just for an example, you pay this 60,000 rupees, maybe either in installments of 10,000 rupees each next year, maybe June 2021 to December 2021, or a lump sum amount of 60,000 you just go and deposit in the bank. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. You did not wait for 15 years, 10 years, 5 years. Whenever your cash flow improves, maybe after 5 months, 6 months, 1 year, immediately go to the bank or the NBFCs where you have taken the loan and pay this amount. So what happens with that? Practically, suppose a year or a little more than a year, if you use this money, the interest portion is paltry, 6,000 rupees to 9,000 rupees you have to pay for this amount. But this amount is used today for very important emergency purposes. So think of it. This amount can be too small and it cannot become such a huge amount of 1.5 lakhs, 2 lakh rupees which you have to pay after 15 years. There is also suggestion or talks going on. When the RBI gave us a moratorium, it gave moratorium only for the principal. Government should have waived off the interest portion. If you see in this example, 2,11,000 is the amount which you have to pay after 15 years. Suppose for this 6 months, the interest what you pay will be paltry 3,000 rupees. So we are asking from the government to pay 3,000 rupees or waive off this 3,000 rupees, and you are ready to pay almost 1.5 lakh rupees extra for this moratorium. Does it sound logic? So when you are asking something, ask something big or don't ask. So if you come to this example, you pay after 1 year, you pay after 2 years, this amount may become 12,000 rupees. So pay as early as possible as soon as your cash flow improves. Now there are many borrowers, they say the amount is already debited in their account. And even though they have availed or they have not availed, nobody asked them, the amount is already debited in their account. The option for them is they can still go to the bank and tell them to reverse. Bank will be happy to reverse it and take it as a moratorium. I hope you understood. Okay, it is not okay, if you don't pay this amount in this 6 months, you never have to pay. You have to pay as early as you pay. Your interest comes down. So use the money wisely, think wisely. If you require the money today for some emergency purposes or other purpose which is very useful or very important for you, use that. Utilize this opportunity given by RBI. That is my suggestion. I thank you for